Nationally, they estimate 1 in 4 Americans is either unbanked or underbanked, meaning they don't have access to basic banking services. Some don't trust banks. Some live in banking deserts where there aren't any banks, and some think they're just too poor to open an account. 2 fires in her homes in the Mississippi Delta left Farrah Appleberry and her 4 girls destitute and in bankruptcy.
We have to pray. And we prayed in unison because I didn't want to lose another home. And one of my girls said, "Mama, it's going to be all right. God got us, that this too shall pass."
And along, literally, came hope. A credit union focused on economically distressed areas in the South that brings basic banking services to the nation's poorest.
The rate of poverty here is 3 times what you see in the nation as a whole, even greater for the region's African American residents. If you look at level of banking services, 3 times the level of people who don't have a banking account. Almost 60 and 70% of the members who joined our credit union were outside the banking system or on the edge of the financial system, paying high rates or did not have basic tools to support their families and stabilize their financial lives.
Tuesday, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell made an historic trip to the Delta, speaking to students and attending a conference along with investment bankers and community activists to shine a national spotlight on the problem of the unbanked.
Access to safe and affordable financial services is vital, especially among families with limited wealth, whether they're looking to invest in education, start a business, or simply manage the ups and downs of life.
Access to banking is such a problem down here that it was only in 2015 that Hope opened the town's first bank ATM.
When Hope came in, that was the first thing they did. They knocked a hole in the wall and put an ATM machine there. There was very little business that you could conduct here in Moorhead at that branch.
For Ms. Appleberry, the financial counseling provided by Hope means she should be out of bankruptcy by November.
Once I get out of bankruptcy, I know that it may not be the fattest account, but I'm looking to have enough money in Hope. Me and my girls will still make it. So I had to learn to save small to get to big.
Guys, it's a vicious circle. The banks aren't here because people are poor, and people are poor in part because the banks aren't here. Well, hopefully now there's some effort, at least a spotlight on trying to stop that vicious circle, guys.
That's a great story, Steve. And am I wrong in thinking it's a little unusual to see a Fed chairman who's taking an activist role in this, or has this happened in the past and I just didn't notice it?
Well, I mean, it's a big deal that he came down here, that he put a spotlight on it. You're absolutely right, Becky. As far as we could tell, he's the first Fed chairman to come to the Mississippi Delta. I don't know about the state of Mississippi, though, but you're absolutely right. And one of the things that really hits at what we talk about all day and all week long is the issue of bank mergers, which close branches, and also the technology. It's kind of crazy that, money travels around the world at the speed of light. We all have banking apps on our iPhones, and folks here don't have don't have basic banking services. So, as these branches close, because community banks are closing, that just really exacerbates the problem of access of poor people to banking services.